Dim lighting and absolutely no airflow. Perfect day for a race.
The cartels are always hiring temp workers.
Sprocket, I guess.
There's a lot of... It's a bit different because a lot of Warlocks are running Hellcall for Sprockets as a target just because of the movement.
That makes sense.
How do I share talent loadouts again? Oh wait, I got it.
I think there's an export button.
Yeah, let's put it in ratio.
See where.
You know what really helps on, way before I say hello, is turning on my mic.
Fine.
Turns out that works a lot better. Who would have thought? Alright. Let me just make sure that we...
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Not too bad. Got my new monitor.
Oh, yeah?
Giving it a whirl.
Is it like an ultra wide or is it like what's like
It is an ultra wide. Curved ultra wide.
fancy?
Boy,
okay,
the
don't
meltdown that is your PC shortly.
Nah, it's fine.
I think he's on a spaceship PC now. So.
I'm on a spaceship and it still melts down.
What the
It's
fuck?
fine. It's
I'm still
fine.
trying to convince my boss to let me have a curved ultra wide at work. I'm getting close. I've almost broken him by annoying him every day about it.
You know, my whole office, everyone's got a like 34-inch ultra wide on their desk. I was like, what the fuck? Is this a real company? I'm not used to this. Usually I have to go get my old monitors out of the bin from my last company.
Only people who got that at my work were freaking marketing.
Fucking InDesign people. All right.
Awful.
Okay. Cool. So we obviously improved a lot on this last time, which was really good to see. The major things we need to work on, the biggest one at the moment that's kind of really stopping us is the foot bombs. We're not having anywhere as many like red blue collisions as much, which is good, and we're not having like the wrong people run into the wrong foot bombs as much, which is also good. But we're sort of just having a few foot bombs that people aren't running into at all. The first lot are pretty good, obviously, because you guys have had the most practice, but so yeah, just sort of really remembering if you are the first person on the foot bomb, make sure you get to yours and you're there ready to go ahead of time to pop that thing off so that everybody else can move through and that we're just moving through them quite quickly. That's going to become really important later on when we get like the really nasty inventions that start overlapping sort of wider spaces because the inventions can't really hit the foot bombs. So we just need to move them through really quickly. The other sort of thing that needed a bit of work was the screw ups. They were still being placed sometimes in not great places. We're already sort of quite crowded on this platform trying to stay together, so just dropping them on top of us is not very good. So just I think that's just sometimes people go, oh shit, there's the you know the bait and I've missed it, because you have to go quite early. But also just remember, look at the weak aura and make sure that you are not like you're paying attention to whether it can be on you or not, and that you are baiting accordingly. Once you've done it once per phase, you're done for that phase, so you can stay with the group, but just it does warn you whether it's likely to be you or not, so you can kind of use that to plan in advance. The last thing, probably the other biggest cause of sort of unforced deaths or like that weren't raid wipe style deaths was the beams. I'll put my hand up on this one too. I got roasted a couple of times, but there's a lot of people who are like cooking chicken with their bodies. So just remember the beams are slightly wider than you think they are. And to if you get cut off because you didn't move with the tanks fast enough, you might just have to live with it and just wait. It's not worth you dying to try to get forward again. Like just take the L, wait for a couple of seconds, the beam disappears, and then you can move through. Obviously that's probably a bit more true for melee than ranged, but yeah, just we do not have damage problems, right? He's getting to like nearly 50% in the first intermission. That's only going to get better. So really it is just slow it down, get the mechanics, get yourself in the right position at the right time, and that is this fight. Yeah. Alrighty. As always, I suggest that you have the little pattern up on your second screen or your ultra wide monitor if you have one of those, so that you can start to see it. I think we're pretty good at the cycle 1 pattern now, but now we need to learn cycle 2 because we haven't really had too many pulls where we've gotten everybody through intermission. So that's going to be the goal tonight, is start learning that second pattern because it starts to get a little bit more complicated. All right, cool. I'm going to drop a feast. Let's go.
hate that this has a menu interface now that doesn't have like a please take 4.
Oh yeah,
Please
or
take
you can
max
stack
stacks.
it. Yeah.
This the old ones, it was just you walk up, you just click, 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 off you go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Right.
What about the 13 other types of potion that nobody have used?
Exactly.
All right, can I have buffs up? Theo, because you weren't here on Wednesday, can you just make sure to grab a Vantis out of the guild bank? No, I nearly said the goon bank, and I don't. Let's not call it that.
Probably apt though.
The spank bank.
We got cookies.
Can we also have shaman buff, please, when we get a chance?
I don't want a community spank bank.
No, I don't think that's one of the things we don't really need to share as a guild. That's absolutely fine. So.
Would you like a soggy sandwich instead?
Also good for that.
9, 8.
Who's tanking
7,
first? Shah still?
6.
No, it's me. It's been me
4,
ever since like halfway through the first night.
2. Polarization generator. Soon.
Polarity switch. Go, go, go. Don't waste time here. You should be stacked. Okay, make sure the bomb's moving through nice and quickly. Scrub to be already baited. Watch those beams. Remember to give me space through the mid so I can actually move him. Good. You don't have to take him back 2 steps when you taunt. Watch your polarity switches.
Theorex.
Oh, it took scrub, so...
Yeah.
It told me that I had to
Bud.
pop.
Sorry, yeah, that's
nipple,
my
but it never counted down.
Yeah.
No, Theo was first, so didn't start the
Yeah, yeah.
chain. It's all good.
Yeah, the cycle doesn't start. The cycle doesn't start. All right, cool. But yeah, that was pretty good. Damage is huge. No issues there. Again, it really just is a foot bomb guide. Like that was really clear from looking at
Sorry, I was
past
just
logs.
used to the holy.
Yeah. You as a range, you will get ranged ones.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. It's obviously the same thing, but yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of running options.
It's right, because when I was doing holy, I was always in the first set of
Yeah.
I was just like, Then I was
But
trying
yeah,
to find
no,
can't see it.
I was trying to. It is set up to try to make sure that like the warlocks and the priests don't have to run as much as the other classes, but sometimes there's no choice based on polarity. So I do try to help you. I swear. All right, can I invoke a buff, please? Yeah. And just remember when you need to move around, guys. So just everybody else should be nice and stacked, so it's easier. But just like you can sort of slow and steady some of the movement, like just make sure you're not barreling through people, and just also making sure there's sort of trying not to use blinks or jumps or anything that makes you unpredictable.
4, 3, 2. Polarization generator. Blue. Sonic Dragoon.
Polarity.
Foot blasters. Soon.
Away from markers. Yep. Good.
Stir up. Soon. Pyro party pack. Soon. Pyro party pack. Soon. Sonic Dragoons. Soon. Gigaforce. Soon. Foot blasters. Soon.
Real
Stir
serious.
up. Soon. Vibration generator. Soon.
Polarity.
Okay, and the next set of bombs.
Screw up.
So we can put nice and quick, guys.
Screw up.
Yep. Okay, watch the pull.
Soon. Son of the boom. Soon.
Okay, remember blue above, orange below. I jumped one too far. Oh no, this is right. Orange below, yep.
Polarity.
Yep, watch the polarity switches.
Void explosion. Soon.
Yeah, I did not have enough time to get that. Can I arrange on that last one, for either one of the monks or the, Pally, can you give me, like a speed up? Because I don't have a lot of time to get back in from when I dropped that last party pack to get into position for him to knock me. And if I can charge, it's perfectly fine. But if I have the wrong polarity and I charge, I'm going to kill everybody. So sometimes I have to like walk back in. And so if I could just be sped up a little bit, it would help me a lot. Just on that last one right before the switch. All right, wrap it up, guys. There's 2 people alive. Just jump off here. Yep, good. 51%, guys. Like, and that was half the raid fucking dead. So yeah.
Yeah,
That was good.
I know the raid was dead there, but it looks like it's giving me the wrong marker.
You're a viable target for any marker. Just
Yeah,
so
but
you
it's
know.
giving me moon, and moon is down the other way, like opposite side of the.
Yep,
Was that
Yeah,
right
that's
at the end? Yeah.
Yeah.
that was correct right at the end there.
Correct,
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's what
So I would have to run back here. With
Correct.
with
Yeah.
okay,
So that
alright.
that we haven't sort of really done that blue phase, but the first combination in the first part of the second phase is Skull X, blue moon. So yeah, moon person has to really and you know, if you can, obviously if you can speed yourself up, but also if you can yell for other people, yeah, just ask for a speed up or something if that can help get you there. But yeah, it is fucked. But if it helps, it will always try to do in that combination moon and blue first, and if you're a ranged person, it's going to try to put you on those 2. You can also tell that if you sort of didn't get like the second or third one in the first phase, you're probably going to get the first one in the second phase, if that makes sense, because it's a 2-minute debuff and the phase is roughly 2 minutes long, and you know the healers get the first one. So if you didn't have the second one, you didn't have the third one of the first phase, you're probably very likely to get the first one of the second phase, so you can kind of think ahead. I realize it sounds complex when I say it like that, but yeah.
I'm only asking that because when I couldn't get to the bomb here, like
No, but yeah, definitely after that transition, moon is one of the targets at that point. It basically does a line, and then the second rotation will be moon and blue and diamond and green, so it does another far one, and then the last lot will be the square back where we're standing now. So the last one is the easiest one in that phase, but the first 2 are a little bit fucked. All right. Yeah, but damage, like half the raid dead, that's 50% health off the boss. Like, it's fucking nuts. So yeah, it's mechanical. All right.
It's very disappointed teacher at the swimming carnival, etc. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I get that vibe though.
With for a lesson butterfly wing.
8, 7.
Oh, why wouldn't you be aiming for lessons?
That's because he's fun.
4, 3.
Forcibly so.
Polarization generator.
You'll have a good time and you'll like it. Alright, polarity, remember it might be different this time.
Soon. Pyro party pack. Soon. Pyro party pack. Soon. Some divisions.
Sorry, I went too fast on that one.
Yep.
That
Alright,
just crashed my game.
We tried so hard.
Actually, that was my intention the entire time. I just didn't want Saloon to have fun.
No, that's fair enough. If I consider it a failure as a raid leader if Saloon's having a good time.
Yeah, fuck Saloon.
We gonna make it to phase 3?
If we continue this pace up, we might only have to do like a little part of it, which is good because it's the harder version. So if the more we can take off here, phase 3 is pretty fucked. So the less time we have to spend in it, the better. So yeah, if we keep up this pace and everyone's alive, we're in a pretty good position to have to not worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, Celine, you're allowed to have a little bit of a good time. Take a rest.
So this is how Nud feels.
But
I have learned empathy.
Oh, next thing we'll be self-aware. That's not good.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, we can't
don't
let
want that.
Saloon get to that phase. We gotta shut down the AI before it gets that far.
Yeah, I feel like that's like what the singularity like. But yeah, as I said, damage is banking. It's not a problem. Like we can afford to just slow down a little bit on that, and that's okay. And it's better to do that than fuck up the mechanics. All right, can I have one druid and a shaman, please? Sound like I'm ordering a Subway.
Question is toasted or fresh?
Toasted, 100%. You have druids toasted.
Has to be
I feel like
toasted
they'd be a
every
little
time.
gamey.
Who gets untoasted?
9, 8,
Freaks,
7,
yes.
6, 5.
It's not gonna eat it straight away.
I thought you said priest.
I did too. I got a little worried.
Seems like a pretty
Polarity. Remember to stay on the outside, blue guys, so I can move him down.
Screw up.
Son of the Boom, soon. Activate inventions, soon. Halo party pack, soon.
Polarity in 2.
Soon. Soon. Screw up, soon. Son of the Boom, soon.
Grills.
Okay, pull. Gotta run against it, guys. You can't, especially as melee, can't slide. Okay, I gotta move him up. Blue, go around the outside. I will flip around in a second. I just gotta get him in position first. Okay, great. You guys are good. Orange underneath. Good. That was really well done, guys. Good job.
Polarity in 2.
Oh, that was a good game.
That's unfortunate.
Remember, orange needs to be underneath, not above, please. You can't jump on top of him. You will hit blue.
What did I do?
I jumped off.
No, it wasn't your game fault. I'll explain after.
I don't think anyone was ready for that. I certainly forgot to press it.
Yeah.
I was
So just remember the difference between those two positions there, guys. If you are the blue people, you're on the top side of the boss and you use the knockback to transfer. If you are the orange people, you need to use the gate. Ideally, you hit the gate while you're in the air, so you end up below the boss. But at worst case, you get knocked and then you have to run up to the gate and go that way.
The knock angle from boss through gate for all of us who missed it was perfectly in the hole of death.
Oh no,
So about
that's
8 of us
really
all just
funny.
insta-died.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, people have the shard.
People
Yeah,
just said
it's
that they were mashing
yeah.
it, but they missed.
Yeah.
That
When
gate was too close to the edge, I think.
Yeah, when I used the gate, it
Yeah.
flung
Yeah.
me all the way out here, and then I kept going off.
Yeah,
I didn't
it,
touch
it,
the
it wants to be on the inside of the conveyor belt, not the outside. And also remember when we head up to where the boss is, guys, the blue team are on like the top side, so let's say the skull side, and the red team have to stay on the X side. Someone jumped like right on top of me and was actually really lucky I was in demolish because I didn't get knocked. They did, but I didn't actually go anywhere. So you just, yeah, I get that if you're jumping to catch up, that's one thing, but you can't jump right on top of the boss because that's where the other team's going to be. And when the pull happens, blue team, like you can't just let yourself slide through into orange team. It doesn't work that way. You have to run against it quite actively. I'm not sort of mega concerned about damage during the intermission phase. Like it's just, we need everybody alive out of intermission phase. Like we're hitting the phase just fine, but we need to just watch that knockback. So the boss I will hold here. So that was really well done, guys. People got out of my way and let me move him, which was great. And then we all just switched around. And then blue team, yeah, you're sort of angling sort of back this way. And then red team, you're sort of angling to try to get thrown over the gate and hit it in the air, which again, don't try to hit the actual gate, just use your control shard. Yeah. But if you stand far enough forward, like I'll try to bring it up as far as I can, and you can start spamming the shard because you're not in range of it. So as long as you're spamming it, ideally it should pick you up and send you through. But yeah. Maybe have a movement ability in your pocket if you do miss it to pull you forward. Yeah.
I did try spamming it the other night, and it didn't actually grab
It's
me
really
midair.
precise timing, Pack. Like it's hard.
Yeah,
it is hard to
okay.
get right. It's just it's not impossible, but it is hard.
Well, yeah, I
So-
got it right. I got it right that time. It just
Yeah,
catapulted
yeah.
me off
But
the
just
edge
but just
instead.
yeah, that's what I'm saying about having a backup plan. If you miss it, like have a movement ability
Yeah.
ready to go just to do something. Because if you miss it, it's hard. Like and chances are you're going to miss it at least once. But ideally, if you do miss it, it's not necessarily a wipe if you can kind of go through.
Provided your angle's right, you should land. You can land in the middle of the conveyor belt, back here near the ish, and then you
Yeah,
can
and then
just run
just-
up the conveyor belt and take the gate manually if you need to.
Yeah, as soon as you get close enough. Yeah, is your
It does
recovery.
take time, but it's a
Yeah.
backup.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. But yeah, I think that first phase is pretty decent. A couple of little thingies that could be better, but like the first phase is looking pretty good. We just really have to start getting into that second phase so we can learn the pattern. All right, can I have Shaman and Evoker buffs, please? Definitely learning that rebuff is the Shaman button presser.
10,
Lacquer.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, polarization generator. Soon.
Clarity.
Soon. Quick blasters. Soon.
Just watch blue. That red foot bump is very close to us on the left. Yep. Good. Well popped.
One red side taking the scrubs right.
Sorry?
One taking the scrubs the wrong way.
Get you separate.
Preferably DPS resing.
Scrub two.
Screw up soon. Sonic boom soon. Activate inventions soon. Higher party pack soon. Polarization generator
Polarization
soon. Quick blasters soon. Screw up soon. Sonic boom soon. Activate inventions.
Okay, get ready for the pull.
Soon.
Watch the bombs. Great. Okay, I'm gonna move him. Blue team, I will drag him up and then we'll do a switchy. Okay, switch places.
Pyro party pack soon. Polarization generator
Polarization
soon.
two.
Beta launch soon. Beta launch soon.
Oh god, you guys need to get out of my way.
Soon.
That can't work. Okay, personals here, guys. Try to stay alive. Blue team keep running.
Full explosion soon. Full explosion soon. Ionization generator.
Okay, I will move him into position. Reds, just watch yourself, guys.
Summon one.
Alright.
Harvest velocities soon.
Okay. So this is pretty similar. It's the far ones. So range, get ready to go really long.
Mine said soak square. I'm shooting him first. I haven't been in
Pyro particle. Soon inventions. Soon. Sonic lagoon. Soon.
Okay, watch yourselves here, guys.
Ether coils. Soon.
Okay.
That's gonna have to fall under.
Yep. So the position we're trying to go to is between blue and moon. Yep. So we're still keeping the same relative positions.
Reels now.
Yep.
Sonic lagoon. Soon. Activate inventions. Soon.
I had diamond and already lost.
Yeah. So I think we had a couple people out of there. But hey, better, guys. That was huge. All right, wipe it up. Let's go again. So this is
I've got this. I've got this.
Oh, take the tank buster.
Execute.
Yeah, he's almost at execute, guys. Like that's actually pretty fucking wild. Like that's great. All right, just wipe it up, guys. Let's just talk a little bit about the positioning here. Just because this is different. So this is where we're gonna have to start sort of changing things up. Okay, so once we get everybody read, but yeah, guys, that was our previous best pull was 49%. That was 33. That's huge, right? And we haven't really seen the movement in that phase. So as soon as we finish the intermission, we just keep him sort of where he is there in the center bit. The beams happen, so the timing of that will always be pretty similar to the first phase, is that we generally move him after the beams happen. On that first one, only this time they're the big nasty voidy beams. So we do those. We'll then drag him down. So again, we're ending up between moon and blue, which was really good. And same relative position. So red is on the outside and blue is on the inside. Now, in terms of that second set of screw-ups, the red side screw-ups, you're going to drop on the conveyor belt and get dragged up this way. Yeah. If you're a blue side screw up on that particular one, you're going to jump on the conveyor belt, you'll slide to the end, and then you'll just do a little dog leg into the back position here. Do try to keep it just to the edge here if you can, so I still have a clear place to run out with the party pack. But your sort of blue side does just a little slide and a tiny little dog leg with the last one, and you're good. And then red team, you just sort of slide around the outside on this one. So that's that second one. The third position that we will be in for this phase is pretty straightforward, is we just cross over to the other side. So the third position that we'll end up in is here, and we'll be standing on this point. So that one is now same thing. Blue is on the left hand side, red is towards the center. That one is two little dog legs. So the two screw ups that happen in this phase are down the side and dog leg in. And if you're the red side, you will also do down the side and dog leg in on that last one. After that happens and the last one goes out, the boss will move up to pretty much the same position that he was in last time. The only difference is this time we're going to end up so that blue team is below him and red team is above him. And Stetcher, this is where you're going to place your gate. So it's sort of like a quite similar position, but aiming up sort of to land about like there-ish. So you'll just need to sort of throw that as we go, as we're moving up into that position. And the same thing happens. This time the red team gets knocked up above him and the blue team takes the gate below him. Okay, so it's sort of the inverse of what happened last time. And that's the second phase. Okay, so let's keep trying to get into there and practicing that so everybody knows where they need to move. But that was a considerable improvement, guys. The damage is huge. There is no issues with damage here. Like, we're absolutely cranking it. We just have to live. Haha. All right, good. Let's go. Can I invoke buff up, please? If you kill it tonight, I'll buy you all a Zupa Duper.
Fucking deal.
Yeah, Zoopadoops.
9, 8,
Not the sugar-free
I don't
kind.
even know what that
No,
is.
not the bullshit kind, like a proper
Can I
Zoopadoo.
have the
It's an
sugar-free
Australian
kind?
3,
I want
Wait,
blue
you guys
ones.
don't get them in New Zealand? Oh, you poor bastards.
I'm new.
Oh, missing out. Alright, polarity.
Not hot enough there to warrant them.
Yeah, it's probably true. It's an ice treat.
Ice lolly.
Used to get them in high school. I mean, primary school. Summer's day.
Oh, I won't lie. I had it for high school as well. I'm not sure.
Okay, blues, stay tight to your side, please, so I can pull him through.
Erupts in 1.
My Adam just said soak after soak run.
Already in 3.
Okay, get ready for the pull. Oh, there's a screw up on the melee, guys. Too close. Yeah, that blue side screw up is a bit of a puzzler. Alright. Okay, orange below, blue above.
Already 2.
Well, someone didn't switch.
Alright, wipe it up. Yeah, so remember and this will happen in the second phase as well, there's always a polarity switch right before he does the knockback. So you definitely, I know it's sort of a tempting time to sort of try to squeeze some damage in because you're kind of just standing there for a decent time, but you do have to pay attention to that switch. And also just make sure you are sort of tightly stacked at that point because sometimes they're going to be coming in and trying to get into position so I don't get knocked in the wrong way, and that's hard to do if you're sort of all spread out in the wrong spot and my polarities change. Oh, ignore that. Sorry. Sorry. Why I hit that. I'm going to keep talking about it, but just.
Does it really do more damage now?
Yeah, then retro and half, yeah.
Can I have mastery and
Just org, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Where's the
5,
sub?
4,
PK.
3,
On Wednesday.
sounds so ominous.
What? Do you mind it?
Oh, I hate when he does that. He like warps. Oh, I'm assuming that's why everybody's running around like headless chickens. Yep. Great.
Yep.
Gotta switch, guys. Banner's calling it. You gotta watch for those switches. All right, off the edge. Go again. Like, if I can gently run back in while dodging 3 bombs and the rest of you guys can just walk to the other side of the small rectangle, you know?
It's hard because you can't call it like the person because it's like everyone's stacking each other.
Yeah, oh
but
yeah,
you, like
it's,
see the
you
red
don't
light.
know who it is. Yeah, yeah. It just, everyone just has to watch out for it.
You're gonna die, but there's not much you can do about it.
There's, you know, your weak aura is telling you very clearly stay or switch. Like, you should be looking for that. It's pretty obvious, frankly. And again, it's a dance. It will always happen at the same time. Like, something to have... oh, Bruce, no, please don't use that. We use the liquid... Please don't introduce other shit. It's likely to make things not work. The liquid aura does it. Yeah, I know, but sometimes it will break a lot of other people. It's very fragile. I would suggest that people do not click that, please. Liquid covers it already. People don't need a second weak aura complicating things.
Unless, does it have a moan?
No,
You
it
can
just
add
goes
amounts
blue
to
and
liquid
red
aura.
very loudly.
Yeah. But yes, just you know when the changes happen. Like, again, this is a very rhythmic fight. It shouldn't be a surprise to you that something is happening. So you should always know, oh yeah, roughly after I've dodged that bomb, you know, and this magnet yanked on me or whatever, there's a polarity switch, you know, and just look for it.
10, 9.
You have 4 seconds to change, like, and especially in that position, it's really easy just to quick switch to the other side of the boss. Like, it doesn't take that long to do it. Just drop what you're doing and switch. Stop pulling on 3. Polarity.
You're up to 2.
Nice stacks, guys.
Polarity 2.
Okay, get ready for the magnet pull.
Bombs are taking too long.
Yep. Yeah, gotta stay on them, guys. This is a really snappy rhythm, yeah? If you're on that list, you are looking. And you need to move before your bomb is, like, scheduled to go off, right? If the first person has just popped, their second person should already be looking for their... Obviously, don't pop it too early, but, like, you should be in position. Don't wait until your thing says now and then start trying to move, okay?
I got impeded by Stroll.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I was trying to give you space. I didn't use my second blink because you were there.
Yeah, I tried to use the extra flap, but I didn't have it, so that I was just awkwardly walking past you.
So, Shah, yeah, they're pretty much that as soon as you have the taunt off me and I leave the party pack, like, you can get the boss rolling, so he's in position before the beams drop down. Yeah, just so the raid's not interfering with what Sol's trying to do. But yeah, the bomb cadence really has to be snappy, guys, and that's really true later on as well. when sort of the big bad inventions are coming through. Like everything just has to be, if you leave it too long, they'll get hit and everything will die, so it won't work.
You're getting your 3% this week, PK. You're getting -5 next week.
Where is Root?
It's 4 points
Hey,
less, apparently.
I
according
think he
to
needs to
Discord.
restart his route.
Okay. Yep, sure. But yeah,
But
just
yeah, I'm not sure that. Sorry.
bombs. No, it's all good. You go. Talk about.
I was just going to say, I'm not sure
Yes,
the devs have actually looked at rogue single target before doing that, but because sub's going to be kind of ridiculous, I think.
Alrighty,
That's all right.
I think
2 weeks later, you can get your little bop on the nose.
Right after I spent 100,000 gold recrafting everything.
Perfect.
I'll be happy to do those recrafts and take that gold.
Ark, did you disappear in the time it took to get roots back? No, okay, yeah, there we go. I feel like we get one back and the other one disappears.
No, I just walked outside.
Had to touch grass.
Have you seen the goblin grass?
Like the sort of
Yeah, over
what's
at
it?
the golf course.
AstroTurf.
Close enough.
Alright, roots wiggled briefly and still have a moment. Okay. There we go.
Holy, I just went and looked. The Destro and Affliction really are below Org. Fucking hell.
On this fight.
On a single target.
Wow, that's actually I suppose this is one of the only pure single target fights in here, isn't there? The rest at least have some kind of pad somewhere, but
And that is, at the moment, that is Org's thing, is single target. Like, even in Mythic Plus, the only reason you take it over Dev is for the single target. But you wouldn't.
I assume you'd run Affy on one-arm bandit for the spread dot shit? Or do you have it?
Destro's better for prog, but I'll probably
Yeah,
play
okay.
App for fun.
Yeah. Fair enough. Actually, who is doing well on one-armed? Devo and Affy Lock.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah,
two.
but the Dev's a scale commander, and that's aids to play, so
Sure.
we won't be having
Oh,
a
but
good
is that the one
Dev.
with the happy little whoosh?
That's the triple beams.
Yeah, okay. It is fun though. It's like triple beams. That's cool.
No, because you want to press your charge up abilities, but you can't because you need to hold them for when the ads come out so that you triple beam.
Yeah, right.
I think if I had a look, there's probably some very specific timing when you hold, when you don't.
Yeah.
I just like pressing my buttons.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. No, it doesn't feel good not to press, but like when there's fight design where it's like hold DPS here, it just never feels good. Like
You're standing there just living flaming for no damage. You know, 5
no,
globals in a row.
surprisingly, this one is very much a melee fight, which I get. This is definitely a harder fight as ranged, I will say. Although Marksman and Beastmaster is up the top, but they're very mobile. But this is definitely
And this
a fight.
platform, if you've got the boss there for that later thing, if I bait screw ups, I'm out of range. It's fucking awful.
Lol, that's actually kind of funny. Sorry. You should laugh at that. That's like... Oh, that's funny.
It's like... Yeah. It's like meter Toka here. Is the range.
Oh yeah, Banner was saying this earlier about like people on red side going this way instead of like this way with screw ups. If you like go this way, you're like already at like the right position.
Yeah, I mean, check the diagram, because if you look at the diagram, it does actually have arrows as to which way you're meant to be going at any given... There are ones where both groups are actually kind of sliding opposite to each other, and it is pretty important that you stick to the diagram, because like that's also like where I'm going to be expecting you guys to go, and like it has to do with where the boss is moving and stuff as well. But yeah, there are sometimes cases where one group's going one way and the other group goes the other way. So, there we go. Alright, rates is reset. But yeah, I think with the amount of DPS we're doing now, like, we won't have to do too much of phase 3, which is good, because phase 3, like, gets very fucking cozy. There's a point at one point where we have to have the entire raid, like, wedged basically this way. So, like, one group is here in front of this marker, and the other group is here in front of this marker, all on the same rectangle. So the entire 20 people have to fit in that space. Yeah, so some of you guys really need to stack. There are definitely some of you who are still, every time you think you can get away with it, you're not stacking. Just get over it and stack with the group. Like, it's a stacked fight. It's okay. You can touch each other. And you just have to find a way to...
Just as long as Saloon's not in the same polarity as me.
Alright, when Roots re-ups, let's just make sure that he gets buffed again, please.
He keeps trying to look inside my shoes.
Alrighty.
Why do you put stuff in there?
Okay.
10,
Keep you
9,
out.
8, 7,
How do
Clearly
we
very
incentivize
effective.
to go in?
Alright, focus up.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, I got to pull that time. Nice. Clarity. It's the beams. Let's start.
Drop 3.
That was my bad getting third. My firebomb. Quick enough.
Yep. Okay, wipe up. Just go into each other or hit a magnet or something. Oof. We're even still improving on DPS. Like, each time we pull it, like, as people are getting more comfortable, that's good. So, yeah, it's really just this bomb management is sort of the big thing that I'm seeing right now. Yeah, a lot of you guys, like, you're doing some big damage, guys. Alright, can I please have Evoker? But just don't undo it, because you're not paying attention to your bombs.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Saying to Watcher the other day, I keep thinking that he's playing Org because of the damage we're doing, and then I realize he's playing Dev.
That's my damage. So.
Polarity.
Not ours.
Oh, can you make communism org? Like the red design one?
Post-Soviet.
There's still a bomb, yeah. Okay, just watch guys are gonna have to pull in low and then back him up. Okay, great, stack. Remember to reset to your marker once your position once you've popped whatever it is you're doing. Again, it'll be more important on the later ones when we have to be real squeezy about this. that was me.
Drills, mate, drills.
Yep. Keep rolling those pops through, guys. Okay, get ready for the big suck. Alright, moving him up. Blue on top, red underneath. Get ready for your knockback. Remember there is a polarity switch just before this happens. Okay. Alright, knock. Good. Alright, put him in the middle, that's great. I need a quick res, please, before this goes weird. Watch the switch, polarization. Alright. I'll get him into the right spot. Oh, okay. I'm gonna blow us all up. Yeah. Okay, so Shah, with the timing on that one, depending on, just try this. It might not be possible, but as soon as you taunt off me, get him to like here, if you can. You won't be able to go all the way because you sort of get blocked off by the laser beams, but right on the edge of where you sort of he just was there will be safe. You'll have to just want to run up the outside of your thing. Like you'll just have to run up. So see where that gap is, where he sent, like that's where the gap is, basically where your body is now. You'll just, if you're red team, you'll just have to run up the outside, and if you're blue team, you run up the inside. And it will mean that the other team's melee might have a couple of seconds where they can't be like on the boss. Again, just give it a time. I try with the timing, because if we can get everybody up here, then the second movement after the beams is quite easy. Yeah, that was just a case where there was a conveyor belt. Why I died there was a screw-up came off the conveyor belt right behind me, so I turned to leave and ran straight into it.
Yeah, I missed calling that one.
Yeah,
So people didn't move. I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah. It's not entirely your responsibility, though. Everybody should be cooking. But yeah, try not to drop them like right behind where the melee are, because I can't turn and go at that point. Alright, yeah, but damage is good, guys. Damage is not a problem. Alright, did Boosh receive a res? Is he in a weird spot that he couldn't take a res? But yeah, on that one, guys, if I'm getting Shah to move the boss on that timing, so basically as soon as I get the party pack, she's going to move and end up sort of like you're aiming to get to here. For that to work, you have to move almost instantaneously. If you are slow, the beams will get you. I just want to try the timing on this one. I'm not sure. It might be that we have to wait just because of the way the beams work. But if everyone books it and is aiming to get to like this safe little zone, that's where you're trying to get to. And then when the beams are finished, we'll move the boss into sort of his final position, which will be up here. But yeah, we'll see how we go. It might not be possible to do that with the timing. I just wanted to sort of test it out. All right. Can I have Shaman and a Go-Go?
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, polarization generator soon. Blue.
Righty.
Soon. Quick blasters soon. Pyro party pack soon. Pyro party pack soon. Thunder begins soon. Ether coils soon.
Alright, I'm red side tank, pulling him down.
Soon.
Scrubs in 2.
Yep, keep rolling those bombs through. And remember, reset to your positions once you're done.
Activate inventions. Soon. Pyro party pack. Soon. Polarization
Already in
generator.
2.
Soon. Foot blasters. Soon.
Scrubs in 3.
And then get ready for the magnets.
Sorry about that. Switch it.
Yeah, yes, that was a...
Yeah, bombs were a bit late.
Yeah, I booped Stitcher on them. I think you're a little
yeah,
bit late
okay.
running over, but I also booped Jeff.
Yeah, I also walked the wrong way because I wasn't paying attention to the orientation of the map.
Yeah. Sure. Alright.
I was on my way back and saw the blue circle and I don't know, just fucking walked into it.
Just felt right.
No, I don't know what happened.
Like a moth to a flame.
Yeah.
Oh, I think sometimes you do definitely get into the thing where your brain is like, don't touch the blue circle, don't touch the blue circle.
Yeah,
and then your brain collapses to blue circle, blue circle, blue circle. And you're like, I'll go touch that blue circle. Yeah,
I think because the red were on this side and you were like here, I was like, what is this? Where is this guy going? Where's he come from? And then just while I'm thinking that, I walked into it.
Alright.
Standing on the edge looking down, your lizard brain's like, just jump. Just take a step off.
You got
from me,
attracted
you
to my mog, I think.
That could be it, actually. Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit like that, eh?
My brain keeps
alright.
confusing the blue circles with like I'm gonna hit someone with lightning.
Bruce, your gear is about to break. There is a repair at the back there. I will put out a new feast after this pull as well. But we'll just do this one. Yeah. Yeah.
Balance food needs another single target buff. Thank you, PK.
I didn't say nerf balance, I said nerf rally.
Like, balance druid is right in the middle.
Arky, you good, mate?
Alright.
We're doing
Alright, that's
just
why I
fine.
need another buff.
Okay. I like the
I think I
quiet.
missed the ready button. Like,
That's okay.
clicked outside the window and just
10,
didn't look at it again.
9,
Let it go. Yep, sure.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, polarization generator. Soon. Blue. Sonic the Boom. Soon. Foot blasters. Soon. Pyro party pack. Soon.
Oh, I just understood something. I'm dumb.
Pyro party pack. Soon. Sonic the Boom. Soon.
Oh, watch those lasers, guys. That's an own goal. That one. Like, yeah. Just be really careful with positioning.
Foot blasters. Soon.
Scrubs in 2.
Sonic the Boom. Soon. Activate inventions. Soon.
Okay. Rockets.
Soon. Polarization generator.
Polarity in 2.
Pyro party pack. Soon. Foot blasters. Soon.
Where's it going? Oh, okay, right. You're gonna have to taunt it. It shouldn't be on me. I just have to do it to try to fix him.
Might be a shit screw up.
Yeah, no, there's a lot went wrong with that. Yeah, guys, those polarities, come on, gotta pay attention. You can't tunnel vision this shit, okay?
Yeah, that was my bad. I was running and I just didn't make it. Like,
Just didn't make it,
clicked
yeah.
the edge of someone who then, chain reaction.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, once one person goes, it's pretty fucked. It was unfortunate if it's a tank too, because I was just like, where's he going?
Yeah.
Alright, there's a feast down the back, guys, in Moon. Just make sure you're refreshing that, refresh your flasks and all that good shit.
Auto hammer behind it.
Yep, let's prepare, blah, 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 blah. Also, I've been sitting here the whole time being like, man, there's never anybody on my side. Where are they all standing? I literally only just realized that it only shows you your circle and all the opposite circles. It doesn't show you your team. And I'm like, man, this is so weird. Why are there no people stacking on me?
It's actually a nice change because it's the
It's
floor
less
would be
visually
such a
confusing.
mess.
It's such a. But I've been sitting here going like, man, my team. Why do my guys never stack on me? This fucking sucks.
It's a real. I mean, the reason why you're getting confused is because it's mega off-brand for Blizzard to like remove stuff from visual clutter.
That makes it visually worse. Yeah, I know. It's very
Yeah.
hardly confusing.
I'd still love to know what he refers to the green
Let me
noise
go.
when he does the red beams.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
Every time he says it, I glance. I'm like, there's nothing green on this fucking screen.
He's colorblind.
Wait, is that canonical?
Well, you know how there's
Is
the
it like
brown
the
noise.
brown note? Yeah.
Yeah, just assume
Make you
brown
puke
noise.
instead of shit.
It's like when you
On
go
that
take it
note,
on the
let's
street.
talk Buzz.
Apparently, it's a variation of white noise.
4, 3, 2, polarization generator soon.
Environmentally friendly noise.
Polarity.
Foot blasters soon.
Beams, don't get roasted. Come on, guys. You really don't assume that the boss is in the right position. Like, you really have to watch your own body. Make sure that you get roots up for healers.
Polarity 2.
Yeah.
Whee! Better be you.
Yeah, gotta move, guys. It was cold.
Go, Blade, go. You're first.
We're not wiping, eh? Surely this.
Thank
I was
you.
like. You had me watching you fuck.
No, you still had to go. You were the first one.
Yeah, I know, but there's like 18
He's
people dead.
not wrong.
You still practice the mechanic. That was a
Oh,
prime opportunity
He's got you there.
for you to practice the mechanic.
It was me.
Yeah, okay, guys, we're going a bit backwards on the polarities, though. Like, we actually kind of had that last week, and we weren't really having these collisions. So I don't know who's, like, it's probably not the same person every time, but there's just, I think some of you are starting to tunnel vision a little bit. Don't get comfortable, right? Like, assume you're going to switch, but obviously check before you do, but don't just, yeah, roll with it and pay attention, because it's going backwards. That was a mechanic that was going pretty damn well, and now it's sort of getting worse every time, and it's happening at the same point too. Just people not paying attention to that particular switch over. All right. I get that you just want to Zug, but there's no Zug if we're all dead. All right, buffs up. Can I have a Evoker, please? I'm actually wildly dependent on that cooling down heroic leap, so it actually is useful to me on this fight.
Ah,
10,
one day.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, polarization generator.
Oh, actually, there are fights coming up where your grips are actually a thing, and they will be coordinated. So it is coming. Whoa.
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
Okay, that's recoverable. Watch my side. Those bombs are really tight on us. That blue one in particular. Beams, don't get roasted.
It'll up the kill rate 20%. I got a hypothesis to test out.
Anyone
There's a
else see that?
polarity switch coming up in 7
Yep, I saw.
seconds.
Polarization generator seen.
Polarization.
Quick blast burst seen.
DNX.
Bombs.
Screw up thing too.
No, fuck that.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, that was just bombs being done too slow. That's all good.
Do you see Raw just floating through
Yeah.
the other
Okay,
team?
with a big blue circle came walking straight through the middle of the red thing and then lagged back.
Oh, cool.
It was very disconcerting.
I mean, like 6 of you yelled out at the time, so I didn't see it. I was like, okay, something.
It's alright, he just
Raw.
altered time.
Raw has ascended.
He stole uppies.
It's very weird when the mechanic doesn't work when you think it should.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, really gotta watch that polarity, guys. It's very obvious when it happens. There's nothing really else happening at the same time. Like, again, the only person who has like sort of a weird polarity thing is me because I'm running around with the pack the last time, and it's not me that's bouncing you all, so tidy that up a bit. Alright, can I have Druid, Shaman, and Evoker? Technically, in fairness to watching, he pressed that as I said the word Evoker, so...
Yeah, before even.
And I have one favor, just one. Just hold the pool for one more second.
What's the matter? What do you want?
Just on the timer, please.
Yeah, I mean, it's not me pulling. It's been a hunter.
I know you're the one that's like fixing it to grab it. Yeah, it's other entities.
Watch those beams.
Drop two.
Otherwise stacked. Okay, inventions. Remember there is a polarity switch after the inventions. So this shit happens, and then there'll be a polarity switch. You need to be right on it.
Polarity. Drop two.
Get ready for the pull. Oh. Wipe that up. What was that? Double soak?
It was a double soak, but I can tell you why. I'm gonna
Okay.
send a DM on it later.
Okay. Alrighty. The polarity didn't fuck up though, so that was an improvement. Alright. Let's go again. Practice, practice, practice. So yeah, also just remember when you're traveling to your foot bombs and stuff, guys. So one, like everybody else, making sure that they're stacked. It's really important that you're stacked so that you're the smallest targets possible for people who do have to move around. But then other people consider like where you're moving. So like there's sort of certain areas that tend to be trafficked, and that's where people will move through. And so you sort of want to just make sure that you're not standing there if you're not someone who's meant to be moving, because then you're kind of just getting in the way and it makes it a bit tricky. So.
You went next, Tringle. That should have been me.
No, it was counting down 4, 3, 2, and it just stuck on 2. It's happening.
Yeah. That's because I was next. That's intended.
That's
so,
intended.
Raw popped on X like a little bit late because I did impede him on the way over, and then it should have been me. Then it should have been you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you jumped in line, but also you went a little bit early, and potentially because Raw went a little bit late because I impeded.
All right. Can I have a vote? Yep. Thank you.
10, 9.
Yeah, it does throw out the whole sort of system if one bomb is late or early. Like yeah, it's hard to.
2, 1. Polarization generator soon. Blue.
Clarity, go. Don't bother like finishing casts or anything, guys. You just have to leave. Now the boss is in the wrong spot because he's knocked me out.
The fastest moving too late.
Yeah, so remember, as soon as you take the taunt, you can leave.
Up the kill rate 20%. I got a hypothesis.
Scrubs 2.
Bad.
Sonic the Blue soon. Activate inventions soon.
Okay, remember there's a polarity switch after this.
Polarization generator soon. Soon.
Scrubs 2.
Screw up. Sonic the Blue soon.
Okay, here's the sock. Whoa. Alright. Yeah, alright. I think people are starting to be a little bit, I just want to damage, and you're just not watching your mechanics anymore. Can't happen. It's a mechanical fight. Damage is not the problem, so why are you focusing on the thing that's not the problem? Focus on the thing that is the problem, which is doing your damn foot bombs right and staying out of each other's way. Yeah? So it just needs to get a bit tighter.
I'll go around the outside. Raw. So you just double blink in.
No, it's just
Or is there no double
like
blink?
no, because I'm blinking for the polarity, but then because I'm going to red to blue, and then I have to run all the way back to X. I just have to play closer before the polarity swap.
Could rock out something like a Tiger Lust or something there?
No, you just have to
It's not always necessarily going to be him either. Like,
That's
depending
true.
on how, like that. This is the thing.
Quite
like
often, but not always.
There's definitely more common combinations, but it's always possible that it can go differently. And sometimes having the speed up when you're not expecting it can actually make things worse because you run into people. I did that earlier and I ran into a hole. So I was not expecting it.
No,
I mean,
you're the
no.
backup for it.
You're the
It kinda
backup for
Works out okay.
Yeah.
It's just like the most common combo is going to be Raw and High.
Yeah, but there are other combos I kind of need you on that are just,
Yeah, easy. Yeah, so we just
it is done that way for a reason. Put it that way. And I swear to God, the moment I move you, it'll never go on you again. So.
Probably. I'm just meaning because I don't think we're going to get to phase 3.
You'll definitely be assigned one in phase 2. Watch the beams.
Up the kill rate 20%.
Okay, remember there's a switch after this invention set.
Katie, you're up.
Get ready.
Polarity 2.
Dudes, watch Drink Ball Arts.
Scrubs 2.
Okay, get ready for the pull. moving him. Please keep it tight, guys, so if I have to run back, I'm not going to get blocked.
Polarization generator.
Clarity 2.
Data launch soon. Data launch soon.
Thank you, that was perfect, that last. Okay, remember, red guys don't come up too far. The more important thing is that we don't hit each other. I don't care if damage isn't amazing at this bit. Okay, blue go around the top, red go down the bottom, yeah? And get ready to switch. When you taunt Shah, you're going to have to pull him. I didn't get a chance to move him because he did the polarity and I was the wrong tank. So he's just in a really shit spot.
Someone
early.
Oh. Oh, is that you there?
What?
The beams all happen at the same time.
The beams all happen at the same time. No, that was nothing to do with the beams. What I was talking about, what happened there was we came out of the intermission. I was the blue tank, but he didn't move before I got him onto this. No. I think you're looking at the diagrams. The first position is here, and then we go over. Yeah. No. Okay. With the what I'm saying is, sorry. Obviously we're starting here. The second position is here. On are we talking on the second phase, Shah? I don't. Yeah. Yeah. So what happened was I couldn't move him. I then got switched, which was unfortunate, which means he was a really shit spot and the red team couldn't do it. So all I was saying is just try to correct him when you can, but you'd end up moving him for beams anyway. So it's just really unfortunate that my polarity switched when it did. But yeah, what I'm sort of trying to get to do, if we can get past that point, is like basically do a pit stop. So as soon as you taunt, if you can get into here, and you do have to be right up against that edge because otherwise you'll get hit by beams, and then when I take the taunt back, I'll be moving into where I am currently. In theory, that's how it would work. So very similar to the way we do the first one, right? We start there, we take a break here, and then I move him all the way. We're going to do ideally a similar sort of system. You just have to get a bit further because the beams are giant. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's the position diagram when it doesn't have the markers on it is a bit hard to. I get that. I have to switch it over my head all the time. It's All right. Okay, buffs up. Yeah, and just remembering, guys, that first set of bombs in that second phase is a long line. So it's Skull, X, Blue, and Moon. So just remember the Blue and the Moon will go first. So, like, if you're a range player, get ready because chances are it's your assignment, okay? You guys should have priority on that one. And especially if you didn't take one in phase 1, you're very likely to get assigned.
Polarization generator soon.
Okay, polarity. Beams, watch him, don't fry. We get Relly up actually, just for range purposes. Remember, Blue, you're down the outside, not down the mid. Yeah, so try never to move down the middle of spaces. Always sort of around your side makes it a lot easier. Remember, there is a polarity switch that occurs after these things.
Do we need a buff? Rebuff?
Yes. Really, yes.
JD.
Okay, get ready for big stuff.
Okay.
Suck.
Screw up right behind.
Gotta run against it, guys. Okay, I'm moving him. I've got to go up top first. Let me up top first. If I'm red, I gotta go. Then we can switch positions. All right.
Clarity in 2.
Oh. Okay. Ooh, watch about taking that gate too early. I need to leave hit someone in the air. Personals as well here, guys. Great time to have a lock rock. I don't care about damage. I just want you on the thing. Okay, I got him in the spot. Okay, polarity switch. Get in position. Last a set.
Screw up to 2.
Remember, this is the far one.
I'm gonna screw up all the way back here.
No, too far, too far. Shah, you just need to be in that edge hole there. You can't pull into, you won't make it too far forward. It's literally this tiny sliver of space here. Yeah? You're not trying to get in the whole way, just to the the transfer point. Same as the first phase. Yeah.
I like how you
just
live that, Watcher.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, guys, we kind of got through that intermission a bit better. That was good.
I also ran too far, so I went to the next zone.
No, I know.
Yes.
I was standing in front of you. Like,
Yeah.
I was a millimeter in front of you and I died.
The purple ones seem to be raised off the ground. You've really got to like camera up to see where they are on the floor. It's
And
a bit
yes,
shite.
that's a good point from Raw there. Ideally, the scrub people, you want to go together, not like one person ahead, because if you're ahead, then when other people get their scrubs, they slide directly into you, which is
That's
a bit of
what
a
killed
problem.
me.
Yeah.
Didn't
So
know at the beginning.
the screw-up people actually want to kind of stack together, and then you let the conveyor belt slide you, and then they should just drop together behind you, and no one has to worry about it. So try not to spread out with those. That's what makes them go all over the place. Then keep them neat. So just to clarify too with the movement there, so we spend the first bit here. I will get the party pack, and I'll run out. Shah will instantly move the boss. Where you're aiming for melee, if you are a blue side melee, you're basically tucked into this corner right here. And if you are a red side melee, you're tucked into this corner, like right here. And range obviously can stand on top of us. But that's what you're aiming for, is just this section just past the thing. Once the beams are finished, we will then make the movement up to this section.
And if you look at the diagram, the first lot of screw-ups in that second phase should start right at the top of the room. If you look at that diagram, we had a lot of people starting from the middle, and then a few people tried to do it right and start at the top, and then they crashed into the screw-ups in the middle.
Yeah, so the second, sorry, you're saying second position is second?
The first lot in the second phase.
Oh yeah, the first lot in the second phase, yeah, they need to be right up the back here. So they're baited there and there. Yeah, like way up the back, because they're being baited right on top of us. I'm like turning around, running straight into them, and I've got nowhere to go. So, yeah, but that second set of baits, you're actually running for the walls at that point and then sliding forward. Okay?
Wait, what diagram are you talking about?
Sorry?
It's the sixth diagram. It's the first one in
Yeah.
cycle 2.
Cycle 2. What's happening is people are sort of baiting where he's currently standing, and that's right on top of where like I have and a few other people have to move. They want to be baited right at the back of the slide. Yeah. So the whole point pack, just to cover that point, yes, is that if you gate at the right time, the knockback doesn't accelerate you, the gate takes over. If you go early, you're effectively getting thrown and then hit by his knockback, which is why you're flying off the edge.
Yeah.
So
right.
you and there was definitely someone who went early because I got knocked and someone was already waiting at the gate, and I'm like, that shouldn't have happened, and they nearly hit me, which could have been you getting double push. I don't know who it was in the air, but yeah, the aim is to use knock towards the gate and then gate. Don't gate before the knockback. Yeah, you're just going too early.
You make sure that you're standing out of range of the gate, waiting for the knock, and then you can just sit there spamming the control shard.
Yeah, see, last time I did that, I was spamming it, and I just flew straight past the gate anyway.
It could be then that your angle wasn't correct, that you weren't close enough, so when it knocked you, you didn't actually get thrown over the gate. You got thrown beside it, and it just never connected. Like, you do have to be reasonably, like, this is sort of where my shard's active, sort of in this kind of, like, radius.
It's about a 10-yard radius.
Yeah, whereas if you got knocked, like, let's say you're standing here, and you got knocked through the marker, you're not actually close enough to activate the shard. So you've just got to really make sure that your ass is aimed like directly at the gate, and then where I am here, like on the edge here, if I'm standing here, I'm not in range of it currently, so that's good. My ass is aimed directly at it. I can spam the shit out of it, and it's okay if you take half a second to line up. There's not really anything that happens aside from the polarity switch there. You do get a few seconds to kind of just, I don't care about damage and healing at that point, because there's not really anything going on. So just if that means you are lining up perfectly, it's okay to take the half a second to do that and not be hitting your buttons, you know what I mean? Because that's better than you going early and either killing someone on the other end or yeeting yourself into oblivion.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, really tight angle, lined up, ass to the gate, and out of range, and then you just start spamming it, and you should just fly straight over it and get picked up. All right, buffs up. Can I have mastery, please?
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Polarization generator soon.
Guys.
Son of the boom soon. The flashlight soon. Soon. Armor party pack soon. Armor party pack soon.
Beams. Get him up. Before we move, preferably, just watch where you're spawning. Remember, guys, down the outside, not down the middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that rest of it.
Coming.
Son of the boom soon. Activate inventions soon.
Remember, there's a polarity switch right after these beams happen.
Polarization generator soon. Foot blasters soon.
Alright, wipe it up. Wipe it up.
It's really satisfying just running into the entire blue team.
Alright, let's go again. Alright, 33% is currently the best pool. Let's try to get sub 30. Let's try to hit execute.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Polarization generator.
Great start.
Out of way, B1.
Polarity.
Foot blasters soon. soon.
Up the kill rate 20%. I got a hypothesis to test out.
Okay, polarity switch after these inventions. Make sure you're nice and tight stacked when you get a chance so that you can move quickly.
Polarization generator soon.
Polarity.
Foot blasters soon.
Fucking blizzard! Jesus Christ.
Sure.
Ready?
Oh, I went too early. That's my bad.
Sorry, it took a little bit to get there. But
No, you're good, dude. You're good.
Wipe it up. A bunch of different shit went wrong there.
Just moved instantly, but when you exploded, I was like, fantastic, my turn.
Alright, buffs up also boost your gears, that's great. There is repair at the back.
Can I get fresh cookies, please?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, nicely.
Did Stitch go on to me? Did you get rest?
Preferably I could get Stetch's cookies, not Saloon's.
Wow, just because I sped in them.
There's a res pending on him already.
Okay, no, it's all good.
But that's what that flavor is.
Yeah, you spit on yours? I'll come get this.
I don't brush my teeth, so it adds flavor.
Can I please have Shaman and Evoker?
You didn't have to make it gross, dude.
It's Saloon. Of course you had to make it gross.
Yeah, I was like, what other choices are
Spitting
there?
on them was just fine. But not brushing your teeth? Way too far.
I'm sorry.
Minty first.
I didn't mean to ruin your spit patch.
Guys, come on, 4 isn't even trying. Like, that's... Come on.
B1 twice. What are you doing, Bouch?
In fairness, I had Stetra on my one.
Yeah.
It has been a lot of boost, though. Right? Like, but,
Fucking hell, B1. You're letting us down.
You made him an RP hunt.
I just saw in one of the chats I was called B2. I was like, Bouch, your name B1. He's like, alright.
Alright, focus up.
Up the kill rate 20%. I got a hypothesis to test out.
Remember, try sitting back in his hitbox melee, not right up his ass. Okay, polarity switch after this shit.
Polarization generator soon. Foot blasters soon.
Make sure those bombs are rolling through nice and quick as well. Beams. And pull. Okay, I'm moving him. I'm red tank, so I've got to pull him up. Okay, blue, you can switch in.
Polarity in 2.
Beta launch soon. Beta launch soon. Full explosion soon.
Blue, get above him.
Explosion soon.
Oh, hey, Banner.
Full explosion soon. Full explosion soon.
Get pack up when we can get a res off.
Polarization generator.
Way down the other end of the room.
Blue on. Yep. I'll be able to move him. switch to polarity, I will be able to keep getting moving. Yep.
Someone else will have to call in dead.
Drills in 3.
Screw up soon. Pyro party pack soon. Pyro party pack soon. Activating inventions soon. Sonic boom soon.
Oh, I'm so fucked here. I'm just gonna have to hang out here for a while. Great. Oh, I'm gonna soak diamond apparently. Good for me. Alright, so that wire transfer is when he's gonna be in the new.
I don't think the three of us are going to get 4.
No, I'm pretty sure. It's Oh, I got scrubs. I'm just gonna go here.
I may have misheard the boss. Heard him say.
Can I really make sure blue team, I realized I bounced some people that it's really hard for me to get back into position on that last one because I have to run out with the party pack not to murder you all and then I have to get back. And it's a lot easier if I can charge. So if the blue side people, if you get that one and I'm red, I mean, obviously it doesn't matter if I'm blue, but if I'm red, can we just make sure blue kind of stays more to this side until like right before he's about to launch you? Just so I have a clear path to get back to him because otherwise I just can't make it. And especially if I'm red side, I'm fucked trying to get back to him if I can't jump or charge, but I can't jump or charge if you guys are in my path between me and the boss. Yeah, it just would help.
Sorry, which side of the boss? Towards the middle of the room or the outside?
No, towards the outside. So I'm generally going to be, because of where he's got on electrics. Oh god, someone's run straight.
Ow.
Bruce, man, come on. That's been you more than it's been anyone else. You need to lock that down. Yeah, towards the outside of the room, because I got to run up. I'll be jumping towards X and Skull because that's kind of the only place that's clear, but that I'm still at a clear enough path to get back in. So if you guys are just sort of slightly towards the outside, and then as I'm coming back in, you can just immediately switch back so you get your angles correct. Like, I literally just need to be able to bounce in and get underneath him, and I will move as fast as I can. Yeah, that was...
I accepted a res, and I was standing still and tabbed out.
You definitely weren't
standing
still. You were running forward in a front line.
I didn't even have water walk around.
Do you have auto run on tab?
Nah, on no button.
I reckon try now. Alt tab now.
No.
Alright, but otherwise that was kind of a like that was not a bad pull. That was 44%. Was better. All right.
You know when you tab out,
that was 99.9.
Oh, it's not that one. Sorry. Alright, I stand corrected. Alright. I'll try to warn you guys if I'm red side tank, because it doesn't matter if I'm blue, but if I'm red, I need to be able to charge, otherwise I'm just never going to get there and I will miss the gate. Or I can kill you all, that's the other option, I guess. Remember polarity switch after this occurs.
Polarization generator. Soon. Blasters. Soon.
Okay, nice roll through on these bombs, and then we'll get the magnetic stuff.
There's a drone conveyor belt.
Yeah. So...
Bombs just took too long.
Yeah, bumps. Yeah. It felt like it was taking a real... Someone started moving like when they should have already been there. Remember, guys, if you have the first one, like you need to be at it, ready to go when it spawns. So if that means you have to start running early, you need to start running early, yeah? The thing should warn you that it's incoming, so you do have some time, but you should be able to like pretty much be standing next to your bomb before it spawns if you're the first one. Because if you're slow, the rest of it's fucked. It's like first one is really critical. Especially on those weird far ones too, like you just gotta go. If you only start moving when it tells you like now is the time to pop it, you're 6 seconds behind. And they can't be up when the inventions sort of start rolling through. Alright.
Blade Trilogy rounded out that that series. It was a good movie. It was not a good movie. But it rounded out the series.
It was not a good movie.
By definition, any third film in a trilogy rounds out the series.
Exactly.
Well, unless they split it up into 2 movies.
7, 6, 5.
That's 2 parts of 1 movie. You still need a third movie.
2.
Blade 3 was a movie.
Of all time.
Polarities.
Hit Incon twice. Can we go again?
Kill it, guys. You have to kill it on this. Beams.
Don't take this yet.
Inventions and get ready for polarity switch. That's too close, Blade 2. Ready on the conveyor. Okay, get ready for polarity switch after these.
Polarization.
You need to get back in too. You can't be body blocking me when I'm trying to get out because you will also die. I will kill you. Blue person, this person.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back in. I just didn't want to run into you as you come back in.
You should have already been there.
I was taking my scrub out there.
I have to pop circle, but I have a draw.
Yeah, that's a rough overlap. If the bombs are done fast enough, you can just do it in time, but otherwise it gets pretty scuffed. That one happens to me a lot, Saloon, and it's a bit of a bitch.
Yeah, I didn't think you could get screw up twice, so I was like, I wasn't. Yeah.
What do you
no
do
drills
that,
when I
Banner?
got it.
If
You can do it
the
twice
bomb,
and people die.
yeah.
If people die, yeah.
Yeah,
if people,
yeah.
if people die and you're a ranged option, it will always try to grab range before it starts trying to grab melee and tanks. But like, yeah. It shouldn't happen if everyone's alive, but yeah.
Because I got it first lot and then I got it that second one, that's why I was still in. I was like, ah, fuck, shit. Said no drills, but it baited me. I was like, fuck you.
Yeah, I think I died right, like, because I was meant to get it, and then I carked it, so I think it switched to you, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have had a lot of time to figure out. Alright, boss up.
To answer your question, Saloon, if people take too long on the bombs, you're kind of screwed, because you either put screw-ups in the bad spot, or you do your bomb too late, and there's no good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason the bombs have to move through so quickly, because it prevents that really shitty overlap. Whereas if the bombs are slow, you do, and you get unlucky with who has a bomb and who has a screw up at the same time, which again has a slight RNG component to it. But yeah, that is part of the reason the bombs have to be so snappy, because then you're free to bait where you need to bait, or any other mechanics that are going on. But if the bombs take too long, you start getting overlapped. So it's just a bomb speed thing that will fix that. And sometimes you just get
The
shit
bomb
unlucky.
is an insta-wipe, though, for
Yeah.
decision making. So
Yes, if you really have to choose, it's better to put shitty screw-ups, which can be avoided, versus not popping your bomb. So
I think at least that orange one is the last one in the cycle. From memory.
take a bit of time.
Alright. The other thing too is if the earlier ones are done sort of faster, it does buy you a little bit of time for like if there is one that's slightly delayed, but it can't be all of them.
Polarization generator soon.
Clarity. beams, watch them. Remember, they're wider than you think. Yeah, we're losing a melee pretty much every time the beams happen. Like, at least someone is dying. You've got to really watch that.
That was a different thing.
Okay, that's fine. Remember, polarity switches incoming. After these inventions.
Oh, someone popped my bomb.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
There we go.
I was trying to figure out where the hell I was supposed to be going. Please try not to stand on the spawning bomb.
Yeah.
The boss is right next to it.
Yeah, so you're always nicely tucked in, guys. Like, you're never on a panel that has a marker on it. Just don't be on them. And again, this is going to become really important in the later ones, guys. The positions get tighter and tighter and tighter as this fight goes on. There are still some of you that really don't want to stand on top of each other. And I know I get that it is visually like a thing and it is harder, but like there is the later positions, guys, you have to be all of you basically within the area of one circle. So it's better to practice it now, but we should never see any stray people standing on the platforms that have markers on them because the bombs don't spawn directly on the markers all the time. You can get ones that spawn like in the corners and stuff and can get quite close. All right.
I ran into a blue person doing a foot bomb, got knocked back into, screw up, and then the screw up ran off just when the beam was going.
And then you got fried. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Hey,
that
you
sounds like it
found-
was a fun series of events.
You found Soul. Every second pull, I played a little game of we both go left, we both go right for a moment.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Sometimes as well, though, Soul, he isn't movable. If he's casting, he ain't going anywhere. Like, we can move, but he can't. Sometimes.
I fell off that sturdy one.
Veins.
Screw up soon.
Inventions and then into a polarity switch. Better stacking, guys. That is better. Yeah, get him up as soon as you can.
Hey, the bomb done.
Yeah, guys, the bombs need to be moving through. Yep. Inventions are incoming. Watch the stuff. I'm red side tank. I will have to go up first. Right. Okay, I'm swinging around. Remember, there is a polarity switch before he does the knockback. I will be switching. Okay, get ready for knockback. Remember lock rocks and stuff here, guys. The aim of this phase is literally just to stay alive. I don't care about damage. Switch, do switches. Blasters, there's one very close here, just be very careful. Good. Never mind. should have been in theory. Just give me half a second. Yeah, check.
Second bomb went like a half a second after first bomb.
Yeah, I think that's what he was asking, is whether we were the right order there that one. Early.
It was Theo
sure when
first.
I looked, I was first.
I thought I saw Theo
okay.
first.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? That was, which pop number was that?
That would
4?
have been pop 9 and 10.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4.
First one in cycle 2.
Yeah, pop 4. Alright. No, Moon should have been second. The first pop should have been, the way the weak aura will do it is the first pop is blue. The second pop is Moon on that one. I can actually, I will post this to you guys if this helps. If you're learning the order, this is the order. I will put this in the channel if this, what people want to study it. That's the raid plan order for like when the weak aura will tell you to pop things and who it tries to put in which position, if that's helpful to anyone. All right. Probably got a couple more pulls into it. But yeah, so it'll be blue then Moon. I don't know why it does it that way, but it does. Also, you guys probably don't need to run all the way back in too. Like, as long as you're sort of staying on your polarity sides, you guys can just wait for the rest of us to get over there, obviously without dying, so maybe coming a little bit closest, but yeah. Alright.
10, 9,
yeah, this is definitely one worth killing, because it really will giga charge our healers,
5,
so...
4, 3, 2, 1.
And then we'll go to the boss who will the DPS want to kill. Polarity. Watch the beams. Alright, red side tank.
That's the fastest we've ever done.
Alrighty, cool. Remember there's a polarity switch about to happen. Please try not to block me off when I'm coming back in. Yeah, someone went way too early there. Like, moving him. I'm blue side tank, so this is fine. Oh, it's killing me. Knockback, get ready for this. Okay, blue on the top side. Oh, that did something real weird for your Evoker. Don't take the res until after the... Yeah, I wouldn't res until you just avoid it. Okay, so into your positions there's a switch, or you know, depending on where you're meant to be. So remember, as I will leave for the party pack as soon as you have the taunt, start getting moving to that hover point. Grow ups, make sure at the right at the top, guys, for base. No, not right behind me, guys. I'm screwed. Yeah. I'm probably dead. Oh, no, I'm moving. Oh, don't. please don't do that. Just let me do it. I'll deal with it if it's a thing. It's okay if I wait. Like, it actually is okay. I don't have to be there that fast.
Get it lower.
Yeah. All right.
Fuck, that's a mile away.
Yeah. All right. Yes. Normally these would be ranged ones, but a lot of the ranged are dead, so they don't. All right, guys. That was just purely the screw-ups were just in some god-awful fucking places, and that made it really hard for everybody. All right, wipe it up. We've got time for one more. I'm just going to clarify those screw-up positions. So, pretty much as soon as he comes out of that intermission, he will do a polarity switch. So first up, when we finish, your first job when he's finishing the intermission is get to the boss. Okay, get to the boss. That's still not the best pull practice.
Isn't it?
The best one's 33. We've done better. So, yeah, the first thing to do when that intermission's ending, guys, everybody needs to get into this square because there's a polarity switch almost immediately, and if you're sort of still running around, it's gonna go to shit. So he will always polarity switch at the start of every phase, same as he does when we pull him here. He will always do a switch to kick things off. The screw-ups were dropped like in melee directly behind us. Not good. Those set of screw-ups, and remember, it's the start of a new phase again, so everything has been reset. So every number of the ranged have to run to the back, okay? So the red team range should be here, and the blue team range should be here. That's the bait points. You're not anywhere near where the boss is, please. All right? Because that was actually kind of doing okay, but the fact that the scrubs were just all over the top of us was not great. That caused a lot of problems. And yeah, please don't grip me. It's okay if I'm just chilling for a bit. I will. It's just not a good fight for grips. I will sort myself out. And yes, you got to be really careful too, guys. When you move, always move around the outside of platforms. So you're always running along the edges. The conveyor belts are basically where the safe movement pattern. You never want to run down the middle line of a marker. If you can avoid it, especially if you're bad at paying attention to foot bomb timings. The safe places to travel are always sort of down the edges of the conveyor belts or the conveyor belts themselves, never down the middle, okay? So and I think that probably is happening. People are trying to transition and they're just running straight up the guts. The foot bombs are spawning and they're gone. Yeah, so you really just never want to run down the center of anything. It's always on the edges if you can do it. All right, this will be the last pool, guys. Again, 33 is the number to beat. Can I have buffs up? Let's beat it. Let's try to get into that second phase. So we're in that second position in that second phase. Okay.
Sorry, one sec. My game kicked me out the login screen.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
10, 9,
and screw up spade into the correct spot.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
so many things.
1.
Almost like it's mythic rating. Wild.
This is mythic?
Yeah. We're just really bad at normal. The end's revenge. That was my fuck up.
Don't take this on a line.
No, I know. I can see it. Oh, I got so weird. Okay, get ready for the polarity. Can I have buffs up as well, please, particularly Priest.
Alright, who's the goober that needs to go back to preschool?
Yeah, I'm running. Someone just knocked me out of
blue. Alright.
Yeah, we all
Alright. Alright. Okay, I think we've hit silly hours. Yeah, yeah, people weren't switching. All right, we'll call it there for today. That was our best pull at 33%, so that's good. We know with our damage, we relatively do not. It's unlikely we need to, like, we're not going to need to do a lot of phase 3. The thing I need to sort of get everybody to really do between now and Wednesday is really study that plan of where all the movements are, and particularly where the screw-ups are. As I said, in Cycle 2 and the start of Cycle 3, it really does get a little bit tighter in terms of the positioning. You have to be really precise, and there's no, like, just hanging out in the middle of nowhere. I think everyone broadly gets phase 1. I think that's fine. Yes, there are a few little stuff-ups, but I don't think anyone's sort of overall confused about where they need to be moving, but we need to get the same level of familiarity with phase 2. But it's entirely possible, like, we'll be sub 10% coming out of phase 2, which means we can just smash him through it. So that's, like, damage is huge, is not a problem. It's just getting these foot bombs and movements down correct. So please go study that. I've also just in the Sprock channel popped up the actual raid plan of the logic of where the pops are, if that does help anyone. If it just overwhelms you, you know, I wouldn't worry about it, but it will tell you, like, the order that the weak aura is assigning pops, and it will always be 2 ranged, 2 melee, and it does sort of have a weird logic to the way that it does that. So that's what it will be following. And if that helps you with particularly phase 2, now that we're learning it, and particularly if you're a ranged player in phase 2, I'd have a look at that and just make sure you sort of have a rough idea of where you're meant to be. Because I think there are definitely people running over other people's bombs, and that just kind of confuses the whole system. And yeah, it's not the one that's closest or most convenient or easiest for you. It's the one that's correct, and we've really got to get that drilled through our heads. But progress is progress, guys. Was like 16% of our previous best pull, so that's a really significant improvement. And I think it can die. You know, it absolutely could die on Wednesdays, especially with a bit of Vault coming through. But a lot of that will just come down to how much work you guys are willing to really commit the pattern to memory. And if you guys do that, it will die, and then we can move on to One-Armed Bandit, and we'll be cracking it, which is an easier boss, by the way, too. This is harder than Bandit. So yeah, if we can get through to that one, we'll smack it really quickly. Allegedly. Mechanically, it's a lot less positional work. It's very similar to Heroic in terms of positioning, all that kind of stuff. So I think it will feel better for a lot of people. But yeah, we just got to get there first. But if we get that, then we're on the business end of the raid, and we have a shot at, you know, Muggsy and Galley. But the sooner we get onto Muggsy in particular, the better, because he's definitely the hardest boss in the raid. So the earlier we get to him, the better we have a shot at him and Galley. So yep. But excellent work tonight, guys. If you're confused about anything, as always, please come and chat to me about raid. I'm not going to solve your life problems. Maybe I will. But yeah, just study those diagrams, guys. Like, they're there for a reason. Just talk about it in your sleep. Dance it out in your bedroom if that helps you. Like, whatever the fuck you have to do, just commit it to your memory, because that will make a big difference. Awesome. All right. Thanks very much, guys. Have a fantastic night, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. GG's.
Thank you.
Yeah, you must have missed the first season of Bananas in Pajamas, Blake.